What happens when a royal walks into a studio convinced he can steer the
Only to
conversation?
discover that the dialogue was guiding him. It begins just like any other interview during the day. A host with a deck of cards, a guest with a list of talking points, courteous grins and enthusiastic clapping. However, the atmosphere shifts between the second question and the third follow-up. The grin becomes more rigid. The audience ceases applauding. More harm is done by micro-expressions than by microphones. Additionally, the entire situation tilts in the direction of a situation from which you cannot PR your way out before anyone can locate the commercial break button. That interview is this one. Just before the red tally lights went on, there was that polished, slightly frenetic atmosphere in the hallways of ITV. Headset-wearing runners scurried past racks of extra chairs. A cosmetic artist hurried by, saying she would bring powder in case the lights were too hot. A producer in the green room lowered her voice into that soothing, well-practiced level that always conveys the opposite. Both everything and nothing are all right. He arrived with a tiny entourage that included Prince Harry, a tailored jacket, a tastefully neutral tie, 2 assistants, a publicist, a security shadow who never relaxed his jaw, and a half-smile that implied informality, without giving up any control. After shaking hands with the stagehand who provided water and the floor manager, he traversed the short corridor in the direction of the group of loose women as though he had perfected the geography of charm after walking 100 like it. The panel replaced the cameras on the other side. Tadia Sala, Christine Lampard, a common refined woman with a swift warmth in her gaze, Kay Adams, pen ready, notepad open, and Denise Welch, who had a straight back, a level chin, and a voice that was deceptively soft when she meant to listen first and push afterward. A small dance of raised eyebrows and tacit understanding took place as they looked at each other across the desk. Remain impartial, concentrated, and in the moment. The audience applauded like a safe flood as the theme music rose, bright and breezy. Christine greeted the audience. Nadia gave a wave. Christine turned to the guest chair today, after Kay gave camera 3 a sly smile. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, joins us. I appreciate you being here. He grinned and replied, Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. These activities have a ritual. Start with the simple things. Create a friendly platform. Go ahead and have the conversation you came for. Christine gave him a kind nod. His recent endeavors, a charitable endeavor he was eager to promote, and a story about a war veteran he had encountered the week before. With the ease of familiarity, the audience leaned in. Harry was calm, collected, and when he felt like it, humorous. The angles were a hit with the cameras. The crane moved nicely. A light on the floor hummed. As she watched, Denise's pen's cap clicked gently under her thumb. Denise looked up as Christine completed the soft ramp. She remarked, You talk about responsibility a lot. I guess my first question in public life, the media and institutions is, when you talk about the nation that shaped you, what personal duty do you believe you have? The borders of the smile shifted, but it remained. He responded calmly, I believe that visibility comes with obligation, must be open about damages and trends that have been permitted to continue. Denise repeated patterns in a gentle manner, as though she were placing a word on the table to gauge its weight. Damages. She refrained from bending over. She was not required to. Would you classify programs similar to ours under those categories? After all, we are British media. A brief halt. If you had a stopwatch, you could measure it. Imperceptible if your eyes were all you had. He remarked, I make a distinction between journalism that aims to inform and practices designed to inflame, Kay remarked in a light-hearted, genuinely curious tone. Inflame. He came back, sharper now but still sheathed, saying, That's strong language, sometimes necessary language. Nadia intervened with a soft bridge. Harry, a lot of our viewers respect your service work and support for mental health. They are also curious about the equilibrium, criticizing organizations, yet maintaining a title from them. What are your thoughts on that balance? With gratitude, he put his mask back on and nodded. I consider service rather than structure. Titles have a historical context. The service is tense right now. Denise remarked, That's a good line, like a teacher marking the margin with a tick. Service is more important than structure. For a moment, she allowed the silence to last. However, the microphone, the platform on which your words are placed, was constructed by structure. A tiny smile became more intense. Alternatively, he stated, I served because I chose to serve. The audience erupted in courteous but sincere applause. Off stage, the publicist eased up a little. The security shadow didn't. Denise gave a nod. She said, Let me ask you then, without glancing at her cards. Regarding how you determine which questions are fair, she never had to. In previous interviews, you've used expressions like my truth. Is it appropriate or intrusive for a presenter to seek for details? He said that the line was a glare when the topic of discussion shifts from comprehension to spectacle, and who determines when that boundary is crossed. Even so, Denise requested, you, us, and the home viewers who only see the finished product. He gave his chair's arm a single tap, a deliberate motion. You can feel it, he remarked. You can feel when a question is asked to illuminate versus agitate. Kay said, all right, setting the pace with the intuition of a broadcaster. Now let's illuminate. You've offered harsh criticism of the royal family. A lot of people praised your candor. Others thought you confused personal suffering with institutional condemnation. How do you respond to people who want names, dates, details, and judgments so they can assess the claims? He gave a cold smile. I assert that the details are real, and that I won't feed the beast by converting your lower third suffering into bullet points. When sugar evolves into an attack, the audience let out the collective ooh sound that midday crowds make. Christine moved around in her seat. For a moment, Nadia's eyebrows furrowed in worry. Kay stopped writing on the page. Denise remained unflinching. No beasts at this desk, she declared. Just 4 women with questions and 1 guest with a platform. He gave a single, clear, contemptuous laugh.